What's up, brother fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. I am here at Audi West Chapel, and today I have with me the little sister to the A5. This is the 2023 Audi A4. In this review, I'm gonna tell you the top 5 things that you need to know about this car right here. And throughout the review, I'm gonna point out certain things just so you know how this compares to the A5. So before I get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future, and also you can see the other reviews that I already have on the channel. And if you're already part of the fam, thank you so much for your support. Without further ado, let's get in the review. Let's ride. This is the 2023 Audi A4, and once again I have another black car on the channel. You guessed it. So this is the Mythos or Mythos Black. I'm not sure how to say it exactly. It sounds like Greek, but once you buy this car, you can call it however you want and be fancy. But to the rest of the world, it's just black. But it's Mythos Black. All right, so let's take a quick walk around it, starting with the front. So over here, you look at the eye of the car. So you have fully LED headlights with dynamic turn signal and daytime running light, and you can see all the design inside the light right here. And Audi is always innovating when it comes to lighting, and this is the reason why they're the king of LED or lighting in general. All right, so going lower, so you have this cut right here, this putty cut to the side. So it has multiple functionality. First, you have a curtain to the side right here, or a vent that will let the air go to the side of the car and cool off the brakes and also help stabilize the car. And you do have a radar here that will help with the safety features in the car. So right in the center, you can see that you have a sporty lip, it's all black, and you have the Audi single frame grille, it's all blacked out as well, including the rings. So the reason you have everything all black here is because you have the black optic package. But if it wasn't for the black optic package, it would be all chrome or it would be matte silver. So depending on how Audi wants to match it to the car. All right, so this grille is pretty massive and you can see it. It's gonna feed air to the radiator to cool off the engine. So it's very, very functional right here. And you can see this little piece of design right there as well. It's just a piece of design, but does not let the air go through. It's not a vent. And on top of the hood, you can see all the body lines, how they are popping. They're not bold, they're pretty sharp and give the car some character. So they start from the front and all the way to the back. So that's how they follow. All right, so now let's keep going to the side. So to the side, you have 18-inch wheels. You can beef it up to 19 inches, but this particular car comes with 18-inch wheels. And you can see how gorgeous the rims are looking. And one thing I always say in my videos is that Audi rims are always nice. So if somebody goes and edit my videos and cut out that little piece, they can make a nice anthem. This should be my catchphrase or my slogan or something. But Audi rims are always nice. Look at it. Look at the contrast of the matte silver and the matte gray. What else do you want on the rim? It's looking sharp right here, very gorgeous in the car. And you also have red brake calipers as well because you have an S-Line A4. So people love to see the red brake calipers. And if you get an S model, you can get it in black, you can get it in yellow, or red is pretty standard. But we love to see the red brake calipers. You don't need to go and spray your brake. So it's already coming all red, so that's perfect. All right, so here you have the S-Line badge. Around the windows here you have black window frames because of the black optic package, of course. And looking at the side profile of the car, you can see the Audi design language pretty much. You can see the body lines, how they are perforated instead of popping out like on other cars. So this is different on the A4. And how they fit the cap right there. So this is perfect, right inside the cut. So it's like going inside and not popping out. And one cool piece you have on the side is this nice sporty skirt that's at the bottom of the door. So amazing. So great look to the side. So now let's keep going to the back. At the edge of the trunk, you have this nice lip spoiler. So it's getting very common on the 2023 models. You have it on the A5 as well. So when the air comes through, it's just gonna keep following here, give the car extra downforce, keep the car grounded, and also helps with aerodynamics for sure. All right, so now it's the body color, but because of the black optic package, it can also come in black. If the car was blue, for example, it could be black. So just keep that in mind. All right, so going lower, so you have black Audi rims, you have black A4 badge right here. You probably can't even see it, but you have Quattro badge over there as well. And then the bar in the middle, it's all blacked out, and the one going over the diffuser is all blacked out as well. So this is all a result of the black optic package right here. And one thing that I kind of don't understand here is the fact that the bar, the section of the bar that follows inside the tail light, it's still chrome and not black as well, but I don't know. So maybe in the next generation they will send it all blacked out, follows in the light, but other than that, it's still chrome inside the tail light. And here you have fully LED tail lights, great design. Let me just show that real quick. Fully LED tail lights here. There we go. It's dynamic turn signal at the back as well. And then going lower now, you have a sporty diffuser at the bottom. So you have two exhaust tips at the back, and they are functional. You can see that my hand goes inside it. And one cool thing you have, just like on the A5, is that you have dark chrome. So you do not have the regular shiny chrome, you have dark chrome on the car. The exhaust tips are looking amazing and match the overall design of the car. And you have two reflectors, one on each side, and then the parking sensors right here on the bumper. So overall, the back of the car, just like the front, is looking absolutely stunning. So let's keep going to the side. If you're thinking about dimension, this car is approximately the same dimension as the A5. So it is 187 inches long, 72 inches wide, and 56 inches tall. So this is the main difference right here, this height. So the A5 is a sport coupe. So this one is just a normal sedan. So you have 2 inches taller on this car because you lose that sloping roofline that you get on the A5. So that tells you that people, or tall people at the back, will gain just a little bit more headroom. So now, before we get inside, so you have the keyless entry, so just place your hand behind the handle, and then you can unlock the car like this, and then it works on all four doors. And if you're outside, just press the sensor, and you lock the car just like that. So now let's check out the interior of the A4. Okay, so now inside the A4, this is pretty much what you expect to get in Audi. It's pure luxury inside it. Everything is premium and refined, all leather. You can see the stitching everywhere. This is all attention to details. It's amazing inside here. So leather on the dashboard, leather on the door. You have leather seats. So these are bucket seats because you have an S-line here, and it's gonna grip you around. So it's not gonna let you wobble all over the place when you're driving. This is the benefit of having a bucket seat. And on top of it, you have extensions for your leg as well. So this is amazing right here. And you have this nice trim. So typically this would be a light silver, but this one is a bit darker now. That's how they send it. So it's absolutely looking fine, and the texture is nice as well. It's the same material in the middle right here in the center console, and you have it on the dashboard, follow all the way around. So that's it. That is perfect right here. You have all leather steering wheel, and the cool piece of design in the middle is that you have this grille shape looking just like the grille in front of the car. So this is a great matchup right there. Behind the steering wheel, you have the Audi virtual cockpit, you have the MMI system right here, and you have the buttons for the climate control right there. Two cup holders in the middle, and you have extra storage here. Before, it used to be the controls for the MMI system here, but now you have a touch screen, so you lose those buttons that used to be right here. And now you have a leather shift knob right there, and then volume knob is right here. So you have some storage here, very decent sized glove box. That's pretty cool. And you have the Audi phone box in here underneath the leather armrest. So everything is premium inside the car. So you have a sunroof here, so you have to open it manually. So on the A5, the button will open the shade for you, but this one you have to do it manually. And then the sunroof is looking very cool. So people, is this a size? People at the back can enjoy the view of the sky as well as the people up front. So it's very functional here. All right, so now let me put the seat all the way back and see how much space a driver can get here, especially the tall drivers. So now this is how far it's gonna go. So now I can reach the brake pedal, so I'm not overextending my leg, but it's just not ideal driving position for me. But someone taller than me, I am 6 feet, gonna have a nice driving position. And I can reach the gas pedal. To push it all the way down, I have to overextend my leg a little bit. I'm on my toes right now pushing it, but Other than that, if you're shorter, just adjust your seat. This is the reason why you have power seats in the car. You don't have to do anything too manual in the car, so electronically everything is gonna happen just like magic. All right, so just adjust your seat if you're shorter, and then you can have a nice driving position as well, and you can move the steering wheel however you want. So now let's see how it is at the back. Okay, now let's check out the back of the A4. Wow. Okay, the reason why I say wow is because I have my ideal driving seat or driving position in front of me right now. Let's imagine you have a 6-foot driver in front of you, and look at all the knee room that I'm getting right now. So leg room is amazing right now at the back of the of the A4. This is great, and I would travel here like easily, so without worries. So the seats are very comfortable, so same material as the seat up front, so people at the back get the same treatment as the people up front. The experience is identical except that you're not driving the car, that's it. But in terms of traveling or driving experience, you're gonna be sitting here comfortable, enjoying the ride, so that's cool. So right in front of you, you have extra space underneath the seat where you can just slide your foot. In some cars, Audi call it the foot garage, where you can just slide your foot underneath the seat in front of you. So in some cases, just relaxes your knee a little bit, so you don't have to keep your knee upright the whole position. So you can just relax your hip, relax your knees a little bit. So that's very convenient right there. And the seat in front of me is perforated, the back, so that even if it was closer, your knee could still go inside it. So that's very, very cool right there. So it's overall, it's very comfortable at the back. And headroom, wow, right about this. So if you're taller than me, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a nice time traveling at the back of this car. So no worries about that. So in the center, you have the climate control. You can change the temperature at the back independently. So you have 3-zone climate control in the car. You have 2 vents here, and you have 2 USB connectivity at the back for charging, and also you have a 12-volt socket for old school charging. All right, so now we're going to check how it is in the trunk. Okay, so now let's see how it's looking at the back of the A4. Pop the trunk open. So automatically you can see that you have a small trunk right here. So this is the practicality that you lose in the A4 compared to the A5. So you have a sport back or hatchback on the A5. When you open it, you get all the space in the world to put your item or grab anything you have at the back. But in the A4, you have a small trunk. So to get in the depth, you really gotta go under and grab anything you have in there. So that's the practicality that you lose in the A4. But other than that, in terms of volume, the trunk is very big. So you can place a lot of items in here. The dimension is gonna show right here. There you go. So now let me do my usual test, the human body test. There we go. All right, so pretty much you can see that you can fit a big person like me, fat person like me at the back. So that tells you how much items you can pretty much fit at the back. So that's it for the dimension of the back. But now my one concern here is this little piece of plastic right here. So it's hard plastic. Audi knows what they're doing, of course, but I prefer the piece of metal that you have on the A5 or on some other models. So when you're sliding off your luggages or any hard items or heavy, so you're not destroy the bumper or anything like that. So this is pretty resistant, but I think the metal is better. So that's the only thing to look out for. Other than that, that's what you have at the back. And you gotta use your muscles to close out the trunk because you not have a power trunk or like you have it on the A5 or on the A6 or anything like that. So that's pretty much what you have here. Use your muscles and put it back down. All right, now we're going back up front to talk about the MMI system. Okay, back in the driver's seat. All right, so when it comes to the MMI system, this is what you're familiar with if you know any recent Audis. But if you don't, let me just explain it real quick. So underneath the armrest, so you have the wireless charger for your phone, and it's a pad right here. And when your phone is inside this box, it's called the Audi phone box. So when your phone is inside here, you're gonna get better service inside the car because it's a signal booster using the antenna of the car. So this is the Audi phone box right here. You have one USB-C port right there for faster connectivity to the MMI system and also faster charging. You do have wireless Apple CarPlay in the car, and you do have Android Auto as well. So that's what you get right here in the center. You do have the volume knob over here. You have the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this car with 3D sound effect. So this is premium sound in the car. So when you hear B&O or Bang & Olufsen, This is Audi's premium sound. You have 19 speakers. It's gonna sound like you're in a concert or something like that. You can see the speakers all over the place. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just in front, you have 6 speakers already. No, actually 7. There we go. I missed this one right underneath the paper. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's 7 right there. On the door, you have 2, 1 and 2. So imagine the sound that is surrounding you right now. Wow, it's just amazing. I'm telling you, I own 3 Audis with B&O, and it sounds amazing. All right, so that's it for the sound system. So now the volume knob is right here. It's placed conveniently right here by your hand, so you can switch your volume. And you also have a volume button on the steering wheel as well. It's a multi-function steering wheel, so you can raise and lower your volume. And also on this button, you can push it to the right or to the left to keep track or restart the previous track or restart the track that you're on. So it's a very functional button right there. So in the center, you have the control for the climate control. It's the same system as in the A5. Everything inside the A4 is pretty much identical to the A5. So that's why I'm saying these cars, they have to be sisters. All right, so you have the old school climate control with the buttons. So you have the dials right here for the temperature, and you have the buttons in the center for fan speed and also change air direction, airflow in the car. So you have 3-zone climate control, 1 for the driver, 1 for the passenger, and 1 for the people at the back. And you can set the temperatures independently. So that's why you have here for the climate control. So now a little bit higher, you have this 10.1 inch screen. So this is the MMI system. Let me just switch on the car real quick so I can play around with it a little bit. Here we go. General startup right there. Okay. Continue as guest. It's setting up real quick. And let me go to home. There we go. So now I have the screen turned on in front of me. So this system, it's a touch screen and it's very, very responsive. I can tell you that for sure. And the icons are big enough so that you can click on something and know that you didn't click on something else. And then once you click on something, you can hear it and also you can feel it because there's a haptic feedback on the screen just like on your phone. So one thing I like to do is go to Audi Drive Select to see the difference, and you always have a render, a 3D render of the car that's like moving forward come when you go to Audi Drive Select, and this is where you have all your driving mode. All right, so now that's it for the screen right here, and you go to the driver's side. So behind the steering wheel, so you have this 12-inch screen. This is the Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus. So here you have all the information about the car. You also have information about your media. You have information about your phone. You can make phone call from here when you connect into the Bluetooth. And also you have navigation here as well. So you have Google Maps in the car. And you have 2 views. You have a smaller view and a bigger view. So you can make everything look bigger, like the map. It just looks so crisp. Everything is HD on the screen, like crystal clear. So that's how I say crystal clear. All right. So you have all the information about the car right here. You can see everything. So without even squinting, no matter how sunny it is right now, with the sun right in my eye, I can see everything clearly. And you control everything using this multifunction steering wheel. So most of the time, everything is in front of you. You don't even need to look at the screen right there. So you can just keep driving and everything is already in front of you. So that's very convenient right there. So that's pretty much it for the interface here. So now we're gonna go outside and see how it looks underneath the bonnet. Okay, so now, or before I go, another piece of comparison here is that you now have frameless windows here. So that's the difference between the A4 and the A5. So a lot of comparison to the A4 and the A5 here. All right, let's see how it looks underneath the hood. Okay, looking very fresh, very clean, brand new car. All right, so this A4 is powered by a 2-liter i4 engine that can produce around 261 horsepower with 273 pound-feet of torque. So the same power output as the A5, very identical. All right, so Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds and more, depending on the conditions. So you might get less, you might get more, but Audi is always conservative with their numbers. And this engine is controlled by a 7-speed automatic gearbox with 4 different modes. So you have auto, dynamic, comfort, and individual. And then the fuel efficiency in this car is amazing. It is about 24 miles per gallon in the city and 32 on the highway. So now let's see how this car drives. All right, so now let's see what the A4 is like to drive. Let me just make this turn right here. All right, so the turning radius of this car is very little, so you don't have to worry about taking U-turns. So the car is gonna do it easily. So it's not super long. You saw the dimensions before, so that's how it is. So I'm going around this turn right here. So the car is just chilling. I'm in comfort mode right now. So you have the quattro all-wheel drive system that's gonna back you up around the tight corners. So this system has the ability to send power to the wheel that needed the most to get you out of tight corners, sharp corners, or wet surfaces, muddy situation, sticky situation. So it's good for all surfaces, and I can guarantee you, you cannot catch an Audi in a wet surface. So I just went around this roundabout right now. The car is just chilling. So with the quattro all-wheel drive system, the car is not even gonna flinch for these tight corners. All right, so now I'm in comfort mode. So the car is literally just chilling, just riding smoothly, so comfortable, just like the mode says it. The steering wheel is light. The bumps are being sucked up by the 4 independent air suspension that you get in the car, so everything is just smooth about this ride right here. And you have those clouds that I'm sitting on, so everything is just comfortable in comfort mode, so that's for sure. All right, so now I'm gonna stop real quick to put it in dynamic mode to see how the engine is going to react. All right, here we go. Bye bye comfort mode. Here we go, dynamic mode. Okay, so now the engine is in sport mode right now. It's a bit more reactive, so the throttle response is way better than in comfort mode. So this is how you make the car even sportier. So the sportiest setting in the car is the dynamic mode, and you have the comfort mode as the softest setting in the car. All right, so right now this car has a good amount of power, but with great power you need more safety. So you have the S brakes as you saw before, and you do have the Audi pre-sense that's gonna help you stop the car if you're about to impact an object at high speed, so it's gonna brake for you. And you do have the adaptive cruise control in this car, so this is gonna help you keep distance between cars in front of you when you're using the cruise control, so that it's gonna be the same distance that you preset, and it's gonna maintain that speed. So when you're approaching a car, it has the traffic jam assist in it, so it's gonna decelerate when you're getting into traffic, and it's gonna accelerate up to the speed that you set when you clear the traffic. So that's pretty much what the adaptive cruise control does. And also you have lane keeping assist that's gonna keep you centered. So if you were to swerve left or right unexpectedly, so it's gonna bring you back whether or not you have something in your blind spot. And also you have the blind spot assist on both mirrors. That's gonna help you see what's coming in your blind spot as well. So that is a lot of good safety features in the car. And you do have all the parking aid assist in the car. So you have all the cameras, front, side, and back camera. That's gonna give you a top view as well. So you cannot hit this car on anything. So if you do, that's totally on you. And that's pretty much it what you have for safety features in the car. So the car is packed, and traditionally you also have all your airbags. So you have front, side, and overhead airbags, so that you don't have to worry so much if you were to impact something. So that's gonna help keep you safe. I've been in an accident with an Audi before, and I'm telling you, those airbags, they definitely saved me. I'm telling you. So the Germans did a great job when it comes to adding those safety features in the car. So that's perfect. All right, fam, thank you so much for watching this review about the 2023 Audi A4. So pretty much I think this car is gorgeous, and I don't think you can go wrong with this car as well. The black optic package, people are gonna be turning around and look at your car, that's for sure. You have good practicality in this car, a lot of features, a lot of convenience features, that's for sure. And also you got great amount of power in it, that's gonna give you some adrenaline for sure. All right, so this car is amazing, and you can find one of these at Audi West Chapel. You can feel free to call Hector. It's gonna help you wherever you are in the country. This car starts right around $52,000. It is fully loaded, well equipped, so everything you need is in here. So if you learned anything about this car, or if you enjoyed this video, just give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other videos that I'll post in the future. And also, I already have other videos on the channel. You can feel free to check them out as well. All right, so now, until we meet again, let's keep riding.